Hello, namaskar. This is Firstpost and you're watching Vantage with me, Palki Sharma. Can Paytm be saved? It's India's digital payments giant, a household name with tens of millions of users. It's on the verge of losing its license. The story has been brewing for a few days now. The company bosses are running from pillar to post to contain the crisis, but it looks tough. Tonight, we'll put together the developments and the reports to try to answer one question: can Paytm be saved? Our next story is from Pakistan. Tomorrow is election day. We already know who's winning. It's a sham that the world cannot ignore, though. Tonight, we'll talk about what India should expect from this election in Pakistan. In Myanmar, the crisis escalates. India has issued an alert. All Indian citizens must leave. The latest tech company to announce layoffs is Snap, the parent company of Snapchat. Caught in a downward spiral, we'll discuss that. In the US, the border has become the biggest election issue, it seems. And Donald Trump and Joe Biden seem to have the same solution with different names. In Europe, farmers have won concessions after weeks of protests. In China, travel chaos due to extreme weather. In Sri Lanka, the killing of elephants has sparked concern. Also a report on how influencers are reaching your children and giving them dangerous advice. And how the sun is flipping poles. What does it mean and why should you care? All that and more coming up. The headlines first. Tensions continue in West Asia. Iran launches 3 satellites simultaneously for the first time. In Jerusalem, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken meets Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu. This comes as Israel and Hamas weigh a truce proposal. Saudi Arabia says no ties with Israel without an independent Palestinian state. Another Indian origin student killed in the U.S. This is the 5th such incident in a month. 23-year-old Sameer Kamath was studying at the Purdue University in Indiana. Just last week, Neel Acharya, a student from the same university, was also found dead. Big embarrassment for Nikki Haley. No one won the Republican Party primary in Nevada. Haley, who was unopposed, was beaten by none of these candidates. She lost to Trump in Iowa and New Hampshire and is likely to lose in her home state of South Carolina later this month. China removes the head of its top financial regulator. The surprise move comes amid sharp sell-offs in the country's stock markets. China is the world's second largest economy. In recent months, it has been among the worst performing nations globally. And unlike Hong Kong, Messi doesn't disappoint Tokyo. He takes the field in the second half of Inter Miami's friendly. A few days back, the Argentine superstar was a no-show in Hong Kong, angering fans there.
From impeachments to inaugurations, if it's a political story, we are on the scene. The race for the White House is heating up.
We're beating Biden.
How dare he say that?
If it's breaking news, we're live with the latest coverage. From the White House, the State Department, and Capitol Hill, we know the issues, but above all, we know the players to bring you the latest in-depth analysis on all the key stories that we're covering. I'm Eric Ham. Join me from Washington here on Firstpost America.